So hi everyone, thank you for joining today's briefing on SharePoint Premium. Sparkhound is a Microsoft partner and technology consultant helping organizations leverage digital automation and manage infrastructure services. And so to go through today's speakers, I am Kelly Postel and I'll be your moderator for today's session. Alex is the Channel Sales Director at Sparkhound and has been with Sparkhound for 4 years. Matt is the technology evangelist for Sparkhound, and he leverages his technical experience to help customers develop their roadmaps and promote customer adoption. We also have Steve from Microsoft as one of our speakers today. Steve is a senior product manager for SharePoint Embedded.
Steve, we'll start with you.
When we think about SharePoint Premium and some of the features that are coming down, there are a number of different options and features and tools that you have within the SharePoint platform that allow you to really enrich that content and use it for a lot of different use cases that we're normally seeing. I work with a number of state and local governments around the country, and the document processing and some of the pre-built, as we look at our wheel of, I've had somebody call this the wheel of goodness. And I kind of like that, right? So it's the wheel of opportunity of what SharePoint
terrible,
Premium
Steve.
can, yeah, of what all the features can bring into the organization. So think of, your traditional document processing where you're receiving documents, permits, contracts in from various sources. You need to pull information out of that so that you can do additional searching and additional discovery of that content. So within the last year and a half, 2 years, there's been a lot of new features that have been introduced in the SharePoint Premium arena. That's only going to get more richer and robust as the product starts to mature even more. All of these features will be coming to GCC tenants here in the very near future. Most of them are already there, but just to set a precedence that some of these will be introduced as well.
My turn. What I've got here is one of these contracts, and I will drop it into the library. So this is just another one of those contracts. I'm going to upload it. And in a very nothing up my sleeves kind of moment, you see all these metadata fields are empty. Because Microsoft has built this particular model, I can use any number and styles of contract. It's going to read them. It's going to extract the data that we've got right here. The Lynn contract that I just dropped is completed. So you can see here, I have the effective date. I've got the address. I've got what they're called here is the party reference. And I have the addresses, the party to names, all of this good stuff, the contract title. All of this good stuff I got just from deploying in a couple of seconds this pre-built model. All right, and now I can use this data. I can action on it. I can come up and I can search with it. So if I come up here, I have some in the search area. I can go into the options and I can say, hey, I want a party. Let's say a party to name of Alan. I can type that in, and in my library, it automatically picks up on that because this metadata now I can action on it. I can move on it. If I wanted to, you can go up into the view. So if I go in here and format my current view, I can start to do conditional formatting on those various fields. So I can say, hey, if this is expired, make it red, or if it's within 30 days, make it yellow, or something like that. So I can very, very quickly see on the page when my contracts are being affected.
Just to kind of round the corner and coming to the home stretch, we're talking a little bit about where we come into play, we being Matt and I and Sparkhound. With regards to SharePoint Premium, we when it was released in October of 2022, as it was called SharePoint Syntax, we were one of the lead partners for the launch of that product. And we were super humbled and ecstatic to be there. And that spoke to not only our history and the way that we're supporting our customers with SharePoint, but also our eye towards the future and a lot of work that we're doing in Microsoft Gen AI services that really make up what SharePoint Premium is today. We've built 2 purpose-built systems on top of SharePoint Premium that I wanted to talk about just real quickly that have actually been built with the intent to help the public sector. Like there were needs specifically from the public sector that we built these services from. The first is a contract management and a vendor management service. We had heard from some of our customers that managing contracts, whether they be vendor contracts or support contracts, was becoming burdensome. It was becoming a risk from a standards perspective. So what we built on top of SharePoint Premium was an ingestion service for your contract management, set up some Power Automate flows to get you some updates and intel on the specific contracts that are coming up, leveraging e-signature, being able to execute those contracts within this portal and do it all at the fraction of a cost that an off-the-shelf solution was being priced at. The Spark transcriber that you're seeing too, we're working with a lot of police agencies, a lot of court systems whom are taking in many depositions. We built a system based off of Azure Cognitive Services to actually use AI technology to ingest all that information, translate that to a document where you can classify who the people are that are talking, kind of tag them appropriately, then store that information all in SharePoint Premium. This is saving people hours and hours and hours, and they are looking at this as a first kind of foray into the world of AI and telling the rest of their constituents and their peers in other agencies across these cities that, like, hey, this is really going to help us out a lot. We can help you through your journey, whether it is trying to consult and understand how best a new system might fit for your organization, or looking at process mapping, actually implementing it, and to managing it on the back end. So that's who Sparkhound is in a nutshell. We'd be eager to help you guys out as much as we can. If you have questions on things like custom connectors, like Matt said, or anything more specific in doing deployments, demos, POCs, anything like that. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, all. Appreciate it.